After a time known only to Allah, after the major signs of the hour have come and gone, on an ordinary day, I laugh, I work, I live my life like any other. Then suddenly, a sound unlike anything I've ever heard before shakes the world. The trumpet has been blown. The earth beneath my feet begins to tremble violently. The sky, calm, blue, peaceful, it tears open like a scroll. Mountains, those towering giants I thought were eternal, they explode into dust before my eyes. The oceans boil. Waves taller than skyscrapers crash onto the land, and the stars, those ancient lights that lit up our skies for billions of years, they fall, one by one, as if the universe itself is collapsing. Everything I ever knew, gone. I see people around me, screaming, crying, running, but no one is running to anyone. Even the closest of relationships break. I watch as a man runs from his own brother, a woman from her mother, her father, her children. Everyone is shouting, myself, myself, and I feel it too. My chest tightens. My soul is consumed by one thought. Will I be saved? This is the day of judgment. The day when there is no more injustice, no more excuses, no more hiding. I know now, every soul will be paid back in full for what it earned. Then, the command is given. Allah orders the angel of death to begin his final task. I can almost hear him moving across creation. He takes soul after soul, humans, animals, jinn, until the earth goes silent. Even the mighty angels are taken. Jibreel, Mikael, Israfil, one by one, gone. And now only one remains. The angel of death himself cries out, "My Lord, none remain alive but me." And Allah replies, "Die, O angel of death." Then silence, no sound, no voice, no movement. Only Allah remains. He declares, "To whom belongs the dominion today?" No one answers. So Allah answers himself, "To Allah, the one, the subduer." But it isn't over. Allah brings Israfil back to life and commands, "Blow the trumpet again." And I hear it. The second blast. This time, not destruction, resurrection. The ground beneath me cracks open and I rise. I brush the dust from my face, my eyes wide with terror and confusion. I see others emerging from graves all around me, barefoot, naked, uncircumcised, running, stumbling. The fear is painted across every face. Some are screaming, "Woe to us! Who has raised us from our resting place?" And the believers, they whisper, "This is what the Most Merciful had promised, and the messengers spoke the truth." Then I see them, a woman, her clothes made of fire, running in pain. A man, blood pouring from his mouth, face twisted in agony, tiny people crushed beneath others' feet. I ask myself, who were they? And then it hits me. Their punishment mirrors the sins they lived by. That woman, she used to flaunt her body, spreading immorality. That man, he fed off others' wealth through interest and greed. The tiny ones, they were the arrogant, crushed by the very pride they once flaunted. Then the land transforms, flat, white, endless. This is Ard al-Mashar, the land of gathering. And I stand there waiting, drenched in sweat. Some people sweat up to their ankles, others drown in it. The sun is above my head, not in the sky, right there, just above me. It's heat, unbearable. But I look around and see they're calm, shaded under the throne of Allah. They lived with sincerity, they're safe. I pray, Ya Allah, count me among them. Then I see him, the Prophet ﷺ. He walks toward Al-Kawthar, the blessed pool, whiter than milk, sweeter than honey, and I'm led there with my brothers and sisters in faith. He offers us a drink with his own blessed hand, and I know, if I drink, I will never feel thirst again. But then I see people being turned away. The Prophet ﷺ cries, my companions, and the angels reply, you do not know what they changed after you. My heart sinks. I ask myself, did I stay true to his teachings, or did I follow what suited me? And then the judgment begins. Books, countless books, fly across the sky. One lands in my hand. Do I receive it in my right hand and rejoice, or in my left and weep? The bridge over hell now awaits, the Siraat, thinner than a hair, sharper than a sword, and below it, the fire of Jahannam rages. I take a deep breath and I step forward. We go to Adam, our father, but even he says, Nafsi, myself. I disobeyed Allah. So we go to Nuh, to Ibrahim, to Musa, to Isa, peace be upon them all, each one afraid, each one saying, myself, until finally we come to Muhammad ﷺ and he says, I am for it. He falls in sujood, prostration, beneath the throne of Allah, and then he begins praising Allah with words no one has ever spoken before. words inspired to him in that sacred moment. And Allah says, "O Muhammad, raise your head, ask and you will be granted. Intercede and your intercession will be accepted." And what does he ask? Ummati, Ummati, my nation, my nation. Tears fall from my eyes. Even then, he's thinking of me, of us. Then skies explode with movement. I see books, billions of them, flying through the air, one for every soul, and one of them is mine. I stretch out my hand, heart pounding. Will I catch it in my right hand or my left? If it lands in my right, joy, relief. I'll shout, "Here, read my record. I always knew this day would come." But if it lands in my left, my soul will cry out, "I wish I had never been given this. I wish I never knew what was written." I look around me, faces everywhere, all different. Some shine with light, others are filled with dread and regret. And then I see them. The hidden truths of people I once passed in the dunya. A woman, dressed in fire, screaming. I realize she exposed herself. She spread temptation. She corrupted hearts. A man, blood pouring from his mouth. He lived off interest, cheated people, took what wasn't his. Tiny figures, crushed beneath the feet of others. They were the arrogant, walking the earth like they were above the rest. And then I hear Allah say, "Did you think we created you without purpose and that you would not return to us?" Then comes the call. The Ummah of Muhammad ﷺ step forward, and I walk, knowing I will be judged. But I ask myself, how? There are two types of reckoning awaiting us. One, the easy reckoning. For those who were sincere, who repented, who stayed humble. Allah forgives them, covers their faults, weighs their good, and grants mercy. Two, the difficult reckoning. For those who sinned, again and again, their sins will be unpacked one by one. Every glance, every lie, every injustice exposed. And I remember the Prophet ﷺ said, "Whoever is questioned like this is already in danger." I whisper in my heart, "Ya Allah, don't let that be me." Still, His mercy is vast. Some will have more good than bad. Some will be protected, some forgiven completely. But then there is another group, the elite, those who enter Jannah with no reckoning at all, no questioning, no fear. They lived with pure hearts. They trusted Allah fully. They never turned to forbidden means. They had complete, beautiful patience. And I wonder, could I have been one of them? If I had just lived better, prayed harder, held on longer? But then my blood runs cold. There's another group. The ones Allah will not even look at, won't speak to, won't purify, the deniers, the liars, the hypocrites, the ones who mocked the truth, mocked the believers, mocked Allah. They are lost forever. And now, the final stage begins, the Sirat, a bridge stretched over the fire of Jahannam. But this isn't any bridge, it's thinner than a hair, sharper than a sword. And beneath it, Jahannam roars, its flames rise, its screams echo, and I must cross. Everyone must. I take a step forward. My heart is racing, my legs trembling. The speed I cross depends on how I lived. Some will pass like lightning, some like wind, some crawl, some stumble, some will fall. From the depths of Jahannam, I hear hooks rising. They grab people, by name, by deed, dragging them down, and I whisper desperately, "Ya Allah, let my deeds be my light." Some people, their light blazes bright in front of them, on their right, guiding their every step. Others, barely a flicker, stumbling in the dark. And the hypocrites, their light disappears completely, and they scream, wait for us. Let us borrow your light." But it will be said to them, "Go back to the world and get your light there, if you can." And now, I look ahead, past the fire, past the screams, and I see it, Jannah. My soul trembles. What's waiting for me there? What is life like in paradise? And what horrors lie within Jahannam? That is the next part of the journey.